Welcome to Cienega High School for tonight's soccer match. It's a clash of a pair of rivals that are very familiar with one another, the Sahuaro Cougars and the Cienega Bobcats. Jason Miller with special guest Haley Harris here, my analyst tonight. First of all, Haley, congratulations. Class of 2020. You're an all-region player here for Cienega. Great career for the Bobcats. And now you're starring for Embry-Riddle up in Prescott.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
And congratulations for your award here. Second team All-American NAIA at Embry-Riddle. That's a huge honor.
Yes, thank you so much.
8 goals on the season, 1 assist. You're 3 for 3 on PKs. Lifted us all up today, so I was just delighted to see your stats here.
Thank you.
And Haley, it's always good to see you. So,
great to see you too. Happy to be here.
what are we expecting here tonight between these two teams?
Well, Cienega's had a good season so far, you know, coming in strong. Obviously, first matchup of the year against Sahuaro, just coming off of the Phoenix tournament against some great Phoenix competition, Millennium, San Jose O'Connor, and Notre Dame Prep. So, you know, these Bobcats are ready. They've seen the best of the best, and they're ready to bring it, I think. They're going to use what they learned this weekend and really go far with it.
I agree, and I think, you know, the girls might be a little frustrated in that tournament, right? So all the players getting action, which I think is so important to get these girls some seasoning, players that might not get as many minutes out there on the pitch as the starters. But Tony Torres, the great coach at Cienega, has his mindset here for February. That's the goal, is to look forward. So the 4A Keener region represented here tonight by Sahuaro. They are 2-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Dave Krasuski, the great head coach, a longtime coach at Sahuaro for the Cougars. That team is always competitive. They always play at a very high level. And for the Bobcats of Cienega, I thought there were a couple of players who are out here tonight. So Zoe Cristofaro, number 13, the senior, she's out. Nadia Awad, number 18, the junior, is out with an ankle. And the other junior, number 21, there's a shot from close range too. Boom, boom, boom. Back to back. And the defender there just taking those bullets at point-blank range. But 2 shots there by Kenna Kiefer on back-to-back sequences.
Yeah, and you can tell that this Cienega team's out. They're ready to play, coming in quickly with 2 shots right off the bat. Isabella Narvea is doing a great job there, getting into the corner and serving the ball back rather than playing it behind the goal or to the keeper. Right to the 6, that's right where you want it. Perfect.
That's what we like to hear. So Lauren Fields, number 2, the junior, will take the corner kick here. Got 5 cats in the box, all looking for a head of deflection or touch. There's a header! Oof. And it came wide near side toward us, but just for a moment, everybody kind of stopped for just a half second there.
Great lofted ball by Lauren, being able to let Kenna get her head on it, kind of run onto that.
Kenna Kiefer, very active, number 4, the junior. High motor player. The engine's always revving for her, so she's just constantly going, constantly working, constantly pushing forward. Captains for the Cats tonight here, and I'll go over starters in just a moment. So number 10, Bella Nevaez at striker up top, wearing a captain's armband. And Haley, can you spot the other 2? I had them momentarily, but
yes, I believe Deja White.
Deja White,
right
number
back.
9.
Deja White, right back. And I don't see another.
Okay, so those 2 captains for tonight. If we spy somebody else with that fluorescent green armband, we'll certainly alert you about it.
Yeah.
So it's not freezing cold.
No, it's a beautiful night for some soccer.
Yes, it's a beautiful, brisk Tuesday night, the 4th of January. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Going out there to everybody watching on Bobcat TV. I know that Thursday night, Bobcat TV will be covering boys basketball against South Point Catholic. We were torn. We really wanted to cover the boys tonight against Nogales, which is always a great team, a wonderful coach, like a legendary coach in Nogales for the boys. So we know the boys are going to have their hands full against Nogales tonight. And South Point, always formidable in all the sports. It's always a handful.
Yeah. Very interesting. Sahuaro looks to be playing a 3-5-2, leaving them pretty vulnerable on the wings. And Cienega with the 4-3-3, you know, they can really use their 3v3 numbers.
And
just
Cienega,
like that, a nice through ball by Bella.
They love to attack on the wings.
Yep. Ooh,
there's a shot, and there's a goal. Kayla Jones. So the superstar freshman, number 25, striking from intermediate distance there. But you just talked about it, Haley, that the formation there from Sahuaro maybe making them a little bit vulnerable. Cienega loves to go wide and stretch the field horizontally as well as attacking vertically. So that kind of plays into what they like to do.
Yeah, and with that pace that they have wide with Kenna and
Kayla
freshman
Jones.
Kayla Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really great opportunity for Bella, hold up forward number 9, be able to distribute it wide like she did there, just slip it through, just past that left back.
Now, do we have assist on that goal, Haley?
Bella.
So Bella Nevaez on the assist.
Yes.
Kayla Jones in minute number 4, the goal.
It's always great to get that early goal, get that confidence up, get the energy up. Cienega just has to make sure not to get complacent, you know, don't just knock around the ball, and just keep their energy up.
So great start here. Talked to Coach Tony Torres earlier today, and he was brimming with confidence. He's like,
Good.
you know, Sahuaro beat Walden Grove 1-0.
Okay.
Walden Grove beat Cienega 2-1.
Right.
He's
close
like,
match.
so, you know, he looks at it and he's like, you know, psychologically, maybe Sahuaro looks at this and is like, well, we handled Walden Grove. Cienega got beat by Walden Grove, therefore we'll handle Cienega. But it doesn't always work like that.
Right. Unfortunately, it's not how it always works. If it was just how it was on paper, soccer would be a very boring game, I think. So.
And I have to note this too, right off the top. So the starting goalkeeper from Sahuaro is number 1, Mia Bella Sainz. She's out tonight, so I don't know why she's a scratch. So Sahuaro is going with maybe a pair of goalkeepers. We'll see. Mackenzie Siskowski, number 2, and Miley Kamel, number 5. We'll just have to figure that out by process of elimination there. It is Mackenzie Siskowski. You saw that instantly there. Number 5 is Miley Kamel. She's out on the field. So I spy with my little eye number 5 on the field. So well done.
Right. And you can always tell goalkeeper's a really hard position to fill in, so all credit to Mackenzie Shatowski. But if Cienega knows this team, you know, they play with these girls in club and in other games, and they know it's the second keeper, they're really able to take advantage of that, and that just boosts their confidence, I'd say.
And I was told, too, this morning by Jordan Gabbard, who's a former soccer player, one of our kiddos in Bobcat TV. She's like, Mackenzie Shatowski is super fast.
Yes,
That's how she described her. Not fast, not speedy, not quick.
Super fast.
Super fast.
I actually had the opportunity to play with both the Shatowski sisters in my youth career, and
nice.
and the dad. So I know all of them pretty well.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
wonderful.
It's great to see the familiar faces. Yeah.
That is, and we also saw the Hesters, Molly Hester's mom and dad when they were walking in.
Love that family.
I did not see Hedra Camacho down there, the great goalkeeper whisperer for the Bobcats.
It really is.
Boys and girls, like, you know, he has a great history of success with these programs.
Jordan Singleton, great one-on-one take, cutting in, just slipping it in for Bella, and I thought it was a corner, but
nice cross there, and a good left by Bella Nevaez to get a touch on that one.
And you love to see that, those high fives, those handshakes, the girls really showing up for each other and acknowledging each other's efforts, really brings the morale up.
Haley, as a captain, a former captain of this Bobcat team, and a player who had so much success as a goal scorer and a goal creator, here's Bella Nevaez now with a chance.
Oy.
Great job coming off her line. Mackenzie Siskowski on the save. And now Kayla Jones working it back on the outside, on the far side. Here's a nice cross.
Ooh.
Nice little right foot deflection there by Kenna Kiefer. But I would imagine it would be what are your feelings? What are your emotions coming back here to Cienega High School, your old stomping grounds? As a great player.
No, it's great. It's nice to see the familiar faces, like I said earlier, and you know, just the culture that this team has created. You know, it sticks throughout the years, and with the new faces, new energy, it's great to see a freshman coming on, scoring right away. You know, doing very well this season. You know, it just shows the promise for the future of this team, and you know, it's just something great to be a part of. So always happy to come back.
I have very high hopes for this team this year.
Yes.
And here we are in the new year, 2022.
Yes.
We know in back-to-back years the disappointment here at home in the playoffs,
right.
the painful losses. I think that that pain going through that agony that it must be will help these girls.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you can't learn anything if you win all the time, and so it is important to remember the losses, let them fuel you, but don't let it consume you. You know, you got to keep it in your back pocket for motivation on the days you don't want to train as hard, or you know, you're not fully in it. But those are the times when really got to keep track of your emotions and you know how you felt during those times, so it can fuel your fire to keep going.
What's the Abby Wambach quote? Failure fuels success.
Something.
Failure fuels fire.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
I'm misquoting. I'm terrible at quoting.
Yeah. I'm sure someone said that.
Tony told me the quote earlier today. He's like, you have to go through adversity. You have to go through struggles.
Yes, the adversity.
It's how you grow. You learn by making mistakes. You try not to repeat them. You try to process everything and move forward and always continue to grow and develop as an individual and as a team, right? Lidera Ultra Te is your Latin motto.
Right. Yep.
And it means play beyond yourself.
Play beyond yourself. And these girls definitely are, you can tell. And, the recent losses and struggles in this Phoenix tournament where they played great competition, I'm sure they're taking what they learned there and really, really trying to implement it tonight.
It's nice to see Jordan Singleton, right, who is one of those great defenders who also has the ability, the stamina, the speed, the skill to make runs.
Yeah, she's very pacey, very confident in going forward, knows when to hold back, when to stay, but also when to make those aggressive runs forward, which can help overload the defenders, the three of them.
Shania Walters has that capability as well, number 16 back there.
Absolutely.
Is this a sophomore? I don't remember what year that she was in. I'm trying to think. I lost my notes. I had all these notes, Haley, and I don't know what I did with them.
It's all right.
It's not a big deal. I just had my starting lineups for both teams. I had some notes, I think, about you, which I pretty much remembered somehow, magically. So, and I think we have a graphic here, so we can try to put that graphic up in a minute. But I'll just give you the starters here for Cienega. So, Bella Holly at goalkeeper, Brinley Lorenko at left back, number 20, the senior. Shania Walters, 16, center back, the sophomore. Deja White, number 9, the other center back, a great senior. Jordan Singleton, number 5. Trying to remember if she's a senior or a junior.
She is a senior.
She is a senior. Very good. And then at the midfield, number 7, Hannah Ramos, the sophomore. Lauren Fields, number 2, the junior, also at midfield. On the left wing, it's Kenna Kiefer, the junior, number 4. Up top at striker, it's number 10, Bella Narvaez, the senior. And at that right wing, the sensational freshman, number 25, Kayla Jones. And Kayla Jones scored in minute number 4 on a beautiful feed from Bella Narvaez.
Love that. Great to see Adriana Pacheco in midfield. I didn't even know she's playing midfield.
She transitioned from goalkeeper to field this season. So it is nice to see.
That's very impressive.
Yes.
That's always hard to do. And especially going into the midfield, she's such a smart player. And you can see she's doing a good job at 6, at, holding onto the ball, trying to find a switch, like just clean passes. She's doing a great job.
So brisk tonight. We were expecting the temperatures to dip down into the 50s, which doesn't sound too bad. Anybody watching in the Midwest or the East Coast is probably rolling their eyes, which is fine. So 57 right now. Expected at 7 o'clock to be 53 and 8 o'clock 50. So it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
And it's not windy.
No, that's the key. The Veil Gale's not present.
The Veil Gale's a real thing. The Veil Gale is a big deal.
Yes.
So we're just thankful it's not blustery winds here tonight.
It is a great night. And you can see Cienega just doing a really great job at keeping possession. This causes the Sahuaro defense, really everyone on the Sahuaro side, to really do their job defensively and get back. Another great 1-2 combination between
Jordan Singleton trying to link with Kenna Kiefer.
Yep.
They will continue to connect.
I love that combo. I love watching them up and down this left
They're
side.
dynamic together.
Absolutely.
They've got that synergy when they start connecting. Cats in the black jerseys, the black socks, the white shorts. Sahuaro all in white. Sahuaro going left to right. Cienega going from right to left. The Cats up 1-0. They scored in the 4th minute. It was Kayla Jones on a beautiful feed from Bella Narvaez. Destiny Lappet there with the left foot. So it gives me a moment to go through the starters for Sahuaro. Number 1, oh, sorry, this is the wrong starting lineup. So Mia Bella Signs is a scratch tonight. So it's a duplicate copy. I'm a mess here. Number 2, Mackenzie Sikowski is in goalkeeper. Number 5, Miley Kamel. Midfield, number 7, Gwen Bess. Number 8, Ashley Tapia. Number 9, Destiny Lappet. Number 10, Mia Lazakovitz. Number 11, Demaurice Canto Parker. Ariela Sanchez Hermosillo is number 13. Annabelle Canto Parker is number 15. And number 23 is Kylie Schlack. And the coach is Dave Krasuski, who's been very successful at Sahuaro for many years. So we've got a really wonderful matchup here tonight. We've been looking forward to. We kind of circled this one on the calendar back in November when the schedules came out. We're like, oh, we got to do this match. It's a rivalry.
It is.
They've got this history here with some great duels from the past into the present and the future. We hope. McKenna with a little bit of nifty dribbling there. Putting on the moves. I've got some boys soccer down there as well. So here's Bella Narvaez on the wing, looking to cross. And intercepted by the defender, and now cleared by the defender, number 8, Ashley Tapia.
Yep.
But it's good to hear. Coach Mark Aros in year 1 of the program for the boys has those kids really playing collectively as a unit. And Josh Flanagan, I would say, is their dynamite scorer up top. There's a cross, a header, and it's wide. Kayla Jones there on the far post, just hanging. I would imagine, Haley, that cross going from near to far side, whoever is on the back post or far post, the impulse is always to move in.
Yes.
You just have to wait.
Yes.
Don't move.
Yeah, all about timing your runs. You know, if you make your run too early, you're just standing in front of the goal and then the ball runs behind you. But when you time your run a bit, you know, kind of curve it around or even recycle your run, which means drawing back a little bit, pulling the defender out with you, then cutting it inside or outside, depending on where they're at. That's good to get the timing on the ball right so that you're able to meet it instead of letting it meet you, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And for me as a spectator, I'm always like, oh, just one person just needs to stay on the other side of the post, the far post, and just wait and wait.
Yes.
Or maybe take a couple steps back further,
right.
and you can draw in, and it's not a big deal.
Yep. And really any run you make does something to your defender, whether they follow you or not. And if they're following you, then you can dart in that space behind. Or if they don't follow you, then you just have that space to roam. So either way works.
And I'm glad that we're playing here at Cienega. So
yes.
Sahuaro, notoriously the narrow pitch,
not the greatest.
The uneven turf that they have there.
Right.
We see it at Sabino as well. I don't know if you've ever played at Sabino, but they also have a narrow field.
Yep.
So it's good to play here on the turf at Cienega.
Yep.
With a nice wide open. Oh, a little bit nasty of a tussle there. It was Kenna Kiefer and Miley Kamel tussling, and you see Paul Walker, calm down, the center official, okay, calm down. So just a little bit of a entanglement there, or an entanglement.
I would say Cienega definitely has a home field advantage for soccer based on the length and the width of the field. You know, they're really able to get their wings up and wide, which really is able to draw teams out, especially if they're not used to playing on this big of a field like Sahuaro. So, great
nice
ball in.
That was a nice ball.
Just a bit
handled
offside.
again by Mackenzie Sikowski. Again, she's filling in at goalkeeper for their typical starter, Miabella Signs. So, you know, you're doing a couple of things. You're weakening, theoretically, your goalkeeping, and you're also weakening your field play by taking one of your faster players off of the center of the field.
Right.
So that's a factor, right? We have to, you know, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that tonight.
Right. Maybe the thought process is she's speedy, so she'll be speedy in goal. You know, those quick reflexes.
Right, quick cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, that would make sense. Bella Narvaez, space to turn.
Oh, she's got two players looking for a feed here, and just a little bit sloppy on the dribble. Fortuitous bounce. Back to Kayla Jones. Nice little drop pass there for number 7, Hannah Ramos. Ramos, the sophomore, a dynamic player at midfield as well.
That's great shape by Ramos. You know, she knows that Kayla's able to drop that ball back to her, and she has an angle to run onto it rather than running into the defender and closing off all the space.
And I think pretty sophisticated and advanced there by Jones to just play the ball back, right? The temptation for a lot of players might be to continue working in or uncork a shot from outside at a strange angle. But she's looking to distribute and feed, and those attacks are more difficult to predict.
Right. And you can tell Sahuaro's stressed out. You know, they
stressed.
Get the ball,
clear.
they boot it up.
Don't pass and try to work or counter. Like, just clear it. Like, we just need a moment of respite, just a little bit of a break.
Right. And that just gives possession right back to Cienega. They're able to calmly play through their backs. And Sahuaro just has to move in their defensive shape, which really just tires themselves out. Kenna always doing such a great job working back defensively.
Yep.
She's just a workhorse.
It's all
fun
grit.
to watch her play.
Still working there.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got some jeering here. Was that a clean tackle?
I think they could have played on.
She kind of went
in my referee opinion.
She kind of went, but she kind of went through through the legs of the Sahuaro defender there on that one.
Right.
But you're right, that work right there, that was all Kiefer just going after it. Like, I'm not going to quit on this play. I'm going to win the ball back.
Yep, she never quits.
She'll go through players, around players, underneath them, or clash into them.
Yep, no matter what it takes. And as a teammate, it's so great to have that kind of work rate because
I'm upset now. That's
oh,
our
no.
that's our tripod with Bobcat TV.
Oh no.
Is Preston okay? That's our guy Preston Slanina down there, one of our baseball sophomores. Uh-oh. These things happen. Lauren Fields, nice little dish. Brindley Lorenko back on the far side. Now she plays it near side, looking for Jordan Singleton.
Singleton looking for the 1-2. Lauren, great job to body that defender off the ball.
Little through pass there. Good idea.
Right.
There wasn't somebody who was connecting with her there telepathically, so it'll be a goal kick here for Sahuaro. My biggest concern right now is that tripod down on the field, so I just hope it's okay. We've got scarce materials in Bobcat TV.
It's the baby.
Yes. It's good to see. We still see the Christmas lights that are out there in some of these houses across the way. It always makes me feel happy to see houses lit up at nighttime.
Yes.
I know I'll keep my lights up for at least 3 months outside. Inside, the Christmas tree's down before New Year's.
Yes.
All the decorations inside the house are down before New Year's.
Yep, that's my mom's rule as well.
But I'll keep those lights outside on because they just make me happy when I drive home at night.
I love it. Your own little Winter Haven.
Yep, your own little Winter Haven, exactly. Haley, you probably, maybe you did or did not know this. Winter Haven, they are grandfathered in to the city of Tucson. They have free water.
Are they?
That's why those lawns are all pristine.
I always wondered how they kept them up so well.
That's it.
That's the secret.
So it's not really ecologically friendly. Oh, that was nasty spill. Oof, that was a rough one. So a clash there. The player who's down is Miley Kamel. She pops up very quickly.
Yellow to Shania Walters.
I think Kaylin White. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
So it was on Kaylin, right? 14, or was it on 16, Shania?
I thought it was 16, but
we'll see.
I thought it was 16.
So that's Kaylin White. So Kaylin's coming off here with a yellow in minute number 21. So I'll mark that here. Kaylin yellow in the 21st minute. I didn't see the clash, Haley. I just saw the result of it. So it's encouraging here to see that Cougar get up quickly.
Yes.
And here's a shot. It might deflect, but a good job there by Bella Holly to just wait for the bounce and handle it.
Yeah.
Now a quick toss out here, and the Cats looking to mount a counterattack. They've got 6 players.
Yep. 5v4, good opportunity.
A great hustle there by Annabelle Canto-Parker, number 15 from Sahuaro, to get back defensively. Try to nullify that chance from the Cats. It looked promising for a moment. You can kind of see it building like a wave.
Right.
And the ball played out of bounds off of Reina Gonzalez, number 12. So minute 22, the Cats of Cienega up on top 1-0. In minute number 4, it was Kayla Jones on a beautiful assist by Bella Narvaez. And now Kaylin White is right back onto the pitch. So she subbed out. She's back on. Brindley Lorenko is now taking a little breather here. She had a great season. You probably heard about this, Haley, but she was the place kicker on the football team.
Yes, I love that. She's amazing.
I think she was, my memory might be a little off. I think she was 35 of 37 on extra points.
Oh, wow.
I think she was 2 for 2 on field goals. I saw her in warm-ups for a JV game catching. She was running fly patterns, and there was a quarterback throwing passes to her, and she was catching them like nothing in stride.
She's a beast.
She's
such an athlete.
I had 2 little dreams for football this year. One was to see her kick a game-winning field goal and be lifted off the field by her teammates on their shoulders. And what was the other wish that I had for football this season? Oh, I wanted to see her catch a pass. I wanted to see her line up as a receiver because they lined her up once, and I was like, oh, she could catch the ball.
Yep.
Kind of Kiefer again working here. A little bit of jostling. She got pushed from behind, no call. And Kaylin White there, swing and a miss. So now she's hustling onto the ball. So fast is 14.
Good communication there by Lauren and Kaylin.
Lauren Fields had it, lost it. Good job defensively there by the Cougar, Miley Kamel, number 5. But yeah, she was all region selection. Obviously, you know, kind of setting a new standard here for kickers, and I think giving girls inspiration.
Absolutely.
And anybody who enjoys the game of football, hey, you can play it. You might be a place kicker or a punter or a special teamer or a lineman. Like we see that happen often with girls who play football. They're either typically kickers or often on the O or D line, and she did a wonderful job.
That's great. Yeah, another female soccer player turned kicker, Sarah, I don't remember her last name, but she played soccer at Vanderbilt, you know, starter for quite a few years, such a great goalkeeper. She was the first to kick in a Big 5 school, so for the SEC, yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
she inspired so many.
I didn't realize Vandy was a SEC school, obviously a power
I could be wrong, but I know it's a Power 5
No, you're right. It's Vandy is SEC. You're right.
Okay. Oh.
It's great. You can hear the boys like getting excited for any moment where
any
something
chance.
could be in play.
Right.
And it's just great to have that energy. So the boys had their match delayed. I'm going to say postponed or pushed back, not canceled. I think the coach from Sahuaro, the boys program, has COVID-19. So just throw our best wishes out to him.
A little cheeky move by Lauren Fields.
Very
there.
cheeky
I love
move.
That.
And a shot.
Oh.
And a goal by Fields.
I love that.
Razzle,
that was so cheeky.
dazzle.
That was great.
She got into the catnip and struck that one from about 25 yards out.
Oh my gosh, the poise on that to just juggle that over her defender, then have that confidence to rip that shot. That was great.
Lauren Fields, minute 25.
That was pretty.
That was pretty. No assist?
No assist.
Okay, Lauren Fields on the goal, minute 25. Cats up 2-0. Boy, a strike. I don't know if the world-class keepers would have a chance at that. She placed it at the perfect spot there. High and out of reach.
Yep.
Again, we've got to say this, right? So Sahuaro is not at full strength tonight, so they're missing their starting goalkeeper, Mia Bella Sainz, and they've pushed one of their midfielders, Mackenzie Sikowski, into the nets. So she's net minding here tonight, and you know that's 2 positions theoretically that would be diminished or weaker than what they normally are.
Right.
But again, the Bobcats here, I think they came into the night's match with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They know this is a PowerPoint match, and they're looking at making a deep run in February. So all these matches are important for PowerPoint seedings and standings. Beautiful center there.
Great ball in by Jordan.
Oh, good shot, and it's wide on the far side. Elise Allah, number 8, the sophomore.
But you love to see that. You see there's 4 Bobcats
Sisters
in the box.
Yes.
Getting ready for that shot. You know,
yes.
Sometimes it's hard when someone makes that deep run inside like Jordan did, and then you turn to look up and there's no teammates in the box. So better to have 4 and miss than none at all.
100%.
Yeah.
So and a nice cross there as well. So I think we're seeing some really clean football here from these Cats so far. So. Again, coaches are coaches. I wonder what Tony Torres is thinking.
Yep.
Coaches are never really 100% satisfied, I don't think.
No.
Even in like wins that are decisive, it's like, well, we could have done this better or we could have done that better.
Right, and that's the key to just keep improving. You know,
yes.
you can never be content.
No.
No complacency.
No complacency, correct. Now, Haley, tell us, I forget your major. You've got to tell me your major again at Embry-Riddle.
I'm studying global securities and intelligence.
Global securities and intelligence.
Yes.
So you've got a career doing something here as a patriot for our country. I can see that in the future for you.
Yes. I'm not sure on specifics, but I'm enjoying my classes so far. Yeah, just enjoying the ride, getting into the more specific classes now. Some interesting psychology courses, so I'm really having a good time.
I'd imagine, you know, in this era, the 21st century, cybersecurity
absolutely
has to be a preeminent concern.
Yes.
Misinformation, disinformation, psychological warfare that is weaponized through social media platforms. We see these things happening. I'm sure this is all stuff that you're looking at.
Yes, I am taking my intro to cyber class next semester.
Sweet.
So I'll get back to you on what I learned there. But
I'm sure you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, definitely huge demand for cyber nowadays. So definitely something to look into.
Yes.
Especially women in these fields. We need more numbers.
I would imagine any technical field. We can say that for
STEM,
fields in mathematics and science and engineering. So all the girls out there who might be listening and watching, yes, play soccer, of course, but go into math and science.
Absolutely.
You know, chase what you're passionate about.
Absolutely.
Nice
Great handling by Adriana
good work
Pacheco
there by Adriana Pacheco in traffic.
Yep.
We had the same thought there.
Yeah.
Haley, I just want to thank you for coming out here. It's just such a delight to have you. We've had Stetson Milligan, one of our seniors on the boys broadcast, who's done a wonderful job. Both of you as high-level performers, just superstar players, but great student athletes as well, and leaders, I would say, on campus. So without you, this would be awful. This would be rough sledding for me personally.
Thank you.
So thank you.
It's fun to work with you. I think
Very
the last
good.
one was the Sunnyside boys game a little while back.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
It was it a state playoff?
I believe
between
so.
Cienega and Sunnyside.
I don't think it was.
Wasn't state?
Cienega. It was some state. It was Sunnyside versus a Phoenix, and it was just a heartbreaker for Sunnyside. I don't recall the team though.
I'm trying to remember too.
It was at Sunnyside.
Mountain View? Was it at Mountain View?
Oh yes, it
Mountain
was
View,
at Mountain View.
Neutral site at Mountain View. Sunnyside lost to one of the Phoenix schools. Oh, they all sound the same to me. Nice save there by Mackenzie Sikowski. A shot from distance. I think that was. I
believe that was Kenna.
Hannah Ramos. Yes, very good.
Cienega just doing a great job of winning those goal kicks and punts from the keeper. You know, they have their backs to their own goal, and so it's easier to go forward versus in Sahuaro's case. Oh, little lofted shot over the goal for Lauren Fields.
Yep, cleared by a couple of feet there, but another good chance.
So like I was saying, Cienega is doing a great job at being in a good defensive position to go forward and win the ball rather than backtracking in the ball flying over their head.
Nice. Bella Nevaez subbing back in for the Cats. Number 10, she's up top there at striker with that captain's armband. She and Deja White, the captains for the match tonight. We've seen some matches where they've got 3 captains, so they've got 2 going tonight. Yeah, inadvertent handball there, so you hear the fans go. That's a call I could make too. You probably hear me saying that too.
Yep.
That's kind of a complaint and a statement, loud enough for people to hear you. But I guess if it's not deliberately done, they can allow the play to continue on.
Yeah, it's more hand hitting ball versus ball hitting hand. So if the arm is in a natural position and the ball hits it, it's not considered a handball. And there's always debate. That a handball especially is one of the things that can never make anyone happy.
But I like
as
that
a
mantra.
referee.
It's ball hitting hand, not hand hitting ball. That's an easy way for me to remember. The simpler the better, so I can remember it.
Only reason I did remember that is because I just redid my referee certification.
Oh, nice.
For the new year.
Nice way to make some extra income for you.
Yes, that's a great job.
Now, are you officiating like high school or club or high level club?
More club games. I
so
wouldn't
match
say,
to
I
match
wouldn't
to
say
match
high
to
level.
match, like one after another?
It kind of depends. So in Prescott, where I go to school at Embry-Riddle, the Yavapai Soccer Club has a bunch of games, club, like as it is here with FC Tucson or Vale Soccer Club, just a bunch of games on the weekends. And so it depends on how many games you ask for. But generally, I mean, there's not that many referees in Prescott or ones who want a lot of games. There's a huge elderly population in Prescott. So there's a lot of elderly referees who only want to do, 2 games at a time. So there's a great opportunity for younger referees, I would say, to make some good money.
So probably a lot of referees, but not highly skilled, qualified, knowledgeable referees as well.
Well.
Plus you're in peak physical shape as a soccer player playing division, is it 1AA soccer?
It's NAIA. So
NAIA.
It's separate. But yeah, that's also a great job to anyone listening.
How much you get paid per match?
Depends on the age group and the level, but generally, I would say maybe 30 as a side and 50 as a center. They pay very well there. So
30 as a side, 50 for a center, and the matches go about. Are they 80 minutes?
80 minutes
as well?
ish, depending on the age. And sometimes, when it gets young enough, like U11 and under, there's just 1 center and not 3, and so you get more.
It's a pretty good pay rate.
No, it's a great rate
comparatively for the work that you're doing.
Yeah, no,
compared to we see all these young people working in service industry, fast food.
Right. That also is just a whole different beast. You just get yelled at by people everywhere.
I was talking with my students today. He's like, I've got to go to work, and I was like, okay. He's like go in with a positive attitude. Like it's hard work. I know it's busy. He works at McDonald's. I'm like, I know it's busy. He's like, the people. I'm like, I'm sure the people are rude. Like, just Somebody's rude to you, you come back in a positive way.
Right.
Brendan Torres is joining us here. This is terrific.
Oh, you guys still need some help commentating?
We do. We want you to hop on here with us. So this is perfect. We're gonna have a three-person booth.
This is actually kind of scary a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna be fine. This is great. So
Brendan, you know so much about soccer.
yes, you know
have
the
good
game.
analysis.
You know these girls. It's easy.
Yes.
There's no pressure.
No pressure.
It's a quiet, sleepy Tuesday night.
It is.
People are still trying to shake out the cobwebs from New Year's and the holidays, I think.
Right.
Also, I'm Brendan, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Irvin. Nice to meet you, Mr. Irvin. I am Tony's son.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So as soon as, what do you want? As soon as you put that on, I'll be able to talk to you. Just make sure you
All right.
Perfect. All right. So we've got Brendan Torres joining us here along with Haley Harris, and I'm Jason Miller. Brendan, I'm guessing you were at Cat Foothills watching some girls soccer over there. True or false?
I was actually at practice. I actually run for Pima now.
Oh, nice. So cross-country practice at Pima.
Actually track. We're beginning a new season. We actually came off a region title last season.
Congratulations.
And we beat, yeah, it was good. And we won regionals, and it was good. And we were able to beat Central Arizona, Mesa, Paradise Valley, and it was a good season. Very successful season for Pima Athletics. Up, we have Kenna Kiefer dribbling through girls. Oh, she's in on goal.
Oh, sick
Kenna
shot.
Kiefer.
Goal. Might have been a handball too if it wasn't in the goal.
Oh, that was great. Great job, Brendan, on the play-by-play.
What a terrific goal by Kenna Kiefer. As you can see, like, she dribbled through 2 defenders, and then all she had to do was just place it past the goalkeeper. Terrific goal by Kenna.
But it was a well-struck shot. There was power there. The angle was perfect, right? To go kind of like near side to far side at that angle.
Yep.
The keeper came out to make it a little bit more difficult for the shot.
She was able to open up, use her right foot, inside of her right foot to hit that side netting, opening up her hips and able to get that torque on the ball to really get it around the keeper.
Wow, 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 going into half. Cienega's confident, but I mean anything can happen. But they've really been able to. They've been playing very well, I think. Great football.
Oh, Kayla Jones.
Very crisp. Another attack here.
Yep.
Just reset, reload, and let's go.
Great ball in.
Yasmin Tapia trying to center it there. Got a little bit too deep, and some good challenging defensively there by the defensive back from Sahuaro. I wasn't sure if she's number 12.
22.
22, thank you. So
I think it was Kayla Jones for number 22.
For Cienega?
Yeah, for Cienega.
So Kayla's 25. 22 for Cienega is Yasmin Tapia. She's a junior.
Tapia.
And Adriana Pacheco for the Cats is number 23. So, Brendan, it's great to see you. So real quick, right? So I'm sure, the Cats fans and parents who are listening to the broadcast know, right? You are the son of Tony Torres, which is how you introduce yourself. Your mother, Sue Musa Torres, is an absolute soccer legend as well. Pima County Hall of Fame soccer player and star. Did she go to CDO High School?
She went to Amphi.
Amphi High School. So a Panther from back in the day. And then my sister-in-law, oh, that's a nice little ball too. My sister-in-law, Andrina Sanchez, is friends with your mom, your dad, other coaches, Kelly Pierce at South Point. She is linked in that soccer community in Tucson. So
yeah, small world. Really small world.
It's a small world.
Soccer world is a small world.
Yes, it is.
And Tucson, so.
Yeah.
But Haley, I don't really see anything here encouraging from Sahuaro.
No.
In terms of connecting, in terms of possession, in terms of attacking.
Bella Navarez.
Yeah, you'd have to think they'd make some adjustments at half. Cienega's just demolishing their wings, which is really leading to those through passes that are able to get them the goals.
What a cutback by
Kaylin White with the left foot. Deflected by the defender from Sahuaro. So Dave Krasuski from Sahuaro. Tell us the formation that they're opened up with here tonight, Haley.
So I saw them in a 3-5-2. They're probably hoping to overload the midfield with Cienega's 3 center mids. They really, I think relying, if I were him and I were doing that, I would rely on the top 2, the 9 and 11 on Cienega. Those are the left and right wings to not be dropping back. In that case, you can overload the midfield 5v3. But I think the Cienega wings are doing a great job of that, and so
Oh, Kenna Kiefer again.
and so the overloading tactic isn't really working. And I would just say Cienega's being dominant in this play. You know, Sahuaro finds the ball, finds an off pass, but their first instinct is to just boot it up the field, which is not serving very effective for them.
No, I mean, and
right to Brindley.
And
like,
part of it is just to get a little breather, right?
Right.
Because there's so much pressure.
Right.
You see it. I mean, Cienega's just coming like waves is the way to describe it. A wave lapping on and hitting the shore. You see it reloading and then recrashing, and you see them offensively transitioning from defense to midfield to offense, and you can see them in full attack mode.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, though, at keeping the energy up, intensity up. You know, it's easy when you're up a few to get sloppy with your passes, but they're really doing a good job at keeping it clean and keeping that possession. And
also, Cienega's actually, I feel like Cienega has had like a terrific season. I mean, they had a thriller with 3-2 win against South Point Catholic.
Yes.
And also a dominant performance against Ironwood Ridge, who were the Brandon Bean finalists. Or winners, actually. And they're actually beating Sahuaro, who actually beat Walden Grove 1-0. And so I feel like the Cats have had a terrific season so far.
I agree, Brendan. I'm very excited and very optimistic. I'm very positive about this team and their chances for making a deep run in the 5A state tournament in February. So we're looking. We have high hopes, high expectations. I've got high hopes for the boys team as well. So I think both these programs can make a deep run in February. That's what we're looking forward to here with Bobcat TV. Brendan, how's Cat Foothills playing? I have no idea.
Catalina Foothills?
The girls.
For Catfoot, their first game, they tied South Point Catholic 0-0, actually took them to overtime. And then they're actually playing Sunnyside tonight. And so my mom is playing right now against the Blue Devils. And we're hoping to get our they're hoping to get the first one of the season. And they're a really young team, mostly freshmen. We have Emma. We have Emma Neal, we have Gracie, who's a freshman, and so I think Catfoot has a bright future, and I think that my mom is doing a good job really developing her players.
Yes.
So,
Yep, no doubt. So maybe a little bit of a rebuild, a little transition. I know Caitlin Marr, or Mayer, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name.
Caitlin Marr.
Caitlin Marr, great player. I think she plays at Pima.
She did great at Pima. You know, they made it to national championships up in Kansas, and they did great. You know, an unfortunate loss in penalties, but second in the entire nation. So hats off to a great Pima team.
I'm rooting for that kid. She's linked in my family somehow. I must be related to her as a cousin or something, because I've known her for years, and we would just kind of intersect with each other at these social gatherings, and it's just like, and then I saw her play at Foothills, and I was like, oh, this girl's a dynamo.
Yeah, she's a star. I believe she made the all-tournament team in the national championship.
So. And also, didn't Embry Middle also make it to the finals too for you?
We won our conference. We won the CalPAC conference, and we did not quite make it to the nationals final site. We lost to Westmont first round of nationals.
Well, still conference final.
Yes,
Haley Harris.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
You. Yeah.
And Brendan, refresh my memory. Were you an all-conference, all-region cross-country runner when you ran at Empire High School?
No. Or well, actually, I was for I think my sophomore year, and then maybe my junior year for D3, I believe, or my sophomore year, I think, for D3, and yeah, also my senior year of like when I ran for Empire. So it was a good seasons running, and also I'm glad to continue my running career at Pima, and also we have a good culture at Pima, and I felt like that the coaches for Pima have done a really good job at developing our program. I mean, like, we have a region champ for track and field, both boys and girls. And Caleb Raymond also runs for Pima track.
Cienega alum.
And
What's Caleb's last name?
Raymond.
Caleb Raymond.
He was actually on the cross-country team and track team. And
nice.
So he was able to carry the Cienega jersey or Cienega name while winning that region champ with Pima. So
nice.
It's been good for Pima, and we also won region for cross country too. So
that's great, and I've also seen them recognized for basketball, men's and women's basketball. So it's been a good season for sports, fall and winter for Pima Community College. The
Yes.
Aztecs at Pima Community College?
Yes.
Nice.
They're doing great. And it's great to see like the girls soccer team. You know, I've played with a lot of them because every single one is from Southern Arizona, which is great to see.
That is.
That Tucson soccer culture really building,
Yes.
getting better throughout the years, that they can build such a powerhouse of a team. Under Coach Kendra, a great coach, been there for a while. You know, this really successful team, all from Southern Arizona, which I thought is very impressive. So very happy for them.
No, that's great stuff.
Both good season for both boys and girls for Pima. It's like for the boys team, since they made it to the finals too. I think
They won the national championship.
Yeah, they won the national
That's
championship, and I believe doesn't Sal Lopez play for Pima too?
Yep, Saul Lopez, Cienega alum, center back,
alumni?
center back at Pima.
Saul.
Saul.
Oh, yeah. And Javi, the
Yep,
twins.
The twins.
Mm-hmm.
The
Twins.
Lopez twins.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. All right, we're going to take a break. We're up 3-0. Cats are up on top. Set your watches at home. 7 minutes. We'll be back in 7 right here on Bobcat TV. All right, second half of action just underway here from Cienega High School. Jason Miller along with Haley Harris and Brendan Torres on Bobcat TV. What a great trio this is. You guys just made my new year. Let's just say it like that. I mean, it's an early new year, but this is my highlight so far in 2022.
I would have to say the same.
Good stuff. I wonder what kind of adjustments. I just don't think, you look out there personnel-wise, and sometimes teams are just overmatched. I think Cienega has too much firepower here, and I don't know if there's any kind of tactical adjustment that can be made to try to negate the advantage that Cienega has in skill and athleticism.
Well, I think the first adjustment I see off the bat, number 2, Mackenzie Shatowski, is back in the midfield for the Cougars. So I'm assuming number 5, Miley Kamel, is new in goal.
In goal, that's a good call.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, you're down 3-0. You kind of got to take all the opportunities you got.
Yes.
And Mackenzie with her speed, she can make things happen in the midfield. So that's a good adjustment, I would say.
Mackenzie Sikowski, number 2, super fast. Described as super fast.
We'll see, because Cienega midfield does a great job tracking.
They do.
Tracking players, and it's going to be hard for her to shine when
Cienega's speedy as well.
Yep.
So
It'll be some good matchups.
I'm watching too closely. I just want to see. I want to see the speed first, and we can go from there. This is great, and we've also got it set up too. So Brendan, you and Haley are going to be conducting post-game interviews. Yes. I'm so excited.
That's
Brendan,
awesome.
You're excited to interview your dad, which I'm super stoked for. And Haley, you're excited about interviewing some of your former teammates here.
Yes.
This is good stuff.
Cienega has a lot of pace up top. Kayla Jones, Bella Naveas, and Kenna Kiefer, really fast players. Also technical too. I think Cienega has a really strong front line this year. Lauren Fields,
she's feeling
Going
it.
for the half volley, yeah.
She's all those spidey senses are tingling here. She's looking to get her shot off.
Kayla Jones has the ball. Drives to the end line.
And with all that work there, she's rewarded with a corner kick. It's good stuff. Brendan, just move this a little bit closer to your that piece so we can catch your voice better. You got to pull it closer to. There you go. Thank you. Perfect. Good stuff.
Kayla Jones doing a great job there, cutting to the end line. The very corners of the field, kind of no man's land. Obviously, the goal's in the center. But
nice little one touch there. Bill Nevaez, and she got jostled off of the ball, but a good touch.
Yeah. Nice little trick corner play. Those are fun.
I missed it, but yes. I miss a lot of things. My eyes are darting all over the field.
It's okay. There's a lot to take in.
Sometimes I look at the rosters and look at names.
That's why there's 3 of us. That's why there's 3.
Follow the action. Yes. Follow the ball. That's for me. I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
And I'm guessing since the boys play Mountain View on Thursday, that the girls will also play Mountain View on Thursday. The boys are home against Mountain View. The girls will travel. And again, I know Bobcat TV, we're covering boys basketball against South Point from our Boyd Baker Gymnasium on Thursday. So that game will be at 7 o'clock. So be sure to tune in to watch that action. We've got Kaden Abranovich on color commentary. Not sure about play-by-play yet, but it'll be. We're excited for that big match on Thursday for basketball.
A little shove in the back, awarding Sahuaro free kick in a somewhat dangerous area. Probably more opportunity than they've had.
Yes.
It's kind of a weird distance. You're 40-some yards out. It's hard to land it in the right spot. Kick it too hard, it goes right to Holly. Kick it too short, and Cienega defender will win it.
Taking a shot at it. Bella Holly.
It's a good hit.
Yeah.
Holly's just a great keeper, very confident, and that's her territory. Not going to let anything bounce in there or anything dangerous get through.
The distance, just a smidgen maybe too long, right? A little bit too long there for a strike, but a good try.
Good combination, nice run into the wing by Jordan Singleton. One-touch cross in.
So Singleton very versatile. Is she playing wing, or is she just making an attacking run there from her defensive position?
It looks like she is at right back, just making those great runs like she does right around Kayla, number 7.
Such a nice element to bring into the mix when she decides to be offensive.
Absolutely. She's a really great threat going forward.
Kenna Kiefer.
Taking on defenders like she does.
Yeah, just 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No foul?
That's
That's me asking. That's not a foul?
She might have gone down a little soon, but I would say there's contact.
All right, so contact. Not enough to warrant a foul.
No.
Oh, I may have lost a contact.
That look.
That's exactly.
Glasses?
Maybe glasses.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So 16 from Sahuaro, Zariah Whitlock there. I guess with glasses, yeah, it would be a very large, maybe a monocle, not a contact lens, to be able to see something glimmering from a distance here.
Yep.
So she looks like she got her glasses knocked out. She's got them back on, so that is a good sign.
Sight is useful in soccer.
And you worry if your glasses fall off. The first thought is, please don't step on them.
Right.
And where are they?
Yeah, that's an expensive drop. So
yes.
Glad those are good.
Yes, unscathed, no problems. Deja White, so solid back there defensively.
Absolutely.
So when you played, you were a senior. She was a sophomore. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
And I know she was a starter on that defensive back, and always stalwart defense there for Cienega.
Yeah, she's very solid. Deja, always such a hard worker as well. She does a really great job there at center back, just really leading that younger defense. Actually, I'm sorry, not younger, because Jordan's a senior, as is Brinley. So 3 senior defenders on there, which is great leadership, and she's really able to take control and use what she has in her years of experience.
All right, sorry. We're going to have, there's a strike there by Adriana Pacheco, and we're going to have a quick report here from Reagan Scott. So I'm going to pass my microphone to Reagan, and we'll get some insights from her here from halftime.
All right, hi guys, I'm Reagan, and so talking to Coach Alex Davis, she said that going into the first half, the girls were very confident, and then scoring those 3 goals boosted their confidence level even more, got them pumped and excited. That's a great way to start off the game. And so then I asked her, I was like, is there anything that the girls could improve on in this first half, or are they doing pretty good? Do you think that they're going to wrap up pretty nicely? And she just said there's always something that they can improve on in the game, but especially in the first half, improving on their communication and moving the ball. So last week, or before break, Coach Tony Torres told us that they needed to win the ball in the air. So those 3 things, winning the ball in the air, communicating, and moving the ball, will lead them to victory. All right, Miller, back to you.
That's good stuff. Reagan Scott, our fearless reporter, only a sophomore. We're so happy to have her for the rest of this year, plus 2 more. It's just like a bonus. It's like having a point guard as a freshman or a quarterback starting who's a freshman. You're going to have them for 4 years, so it's always great. And anybody listening out there, any of the students at Cienega, Bobcat TV is always looking for talent. And whether you want to be on the microphone commentating or interviewing players post-game, or running a camera, or running with graphics, or doing something technical. We've got different roles, different jobs, and we're always looking for kiddos who want to come out and see what we do. So I'm just going to put that open invitation out there for everybody. So don't be afraid. Sometimes in life, you've got to just push through your fears, your anxieties. Kenna Kiefer with a shot through traffic. The field goal would have been good for football, but too high there over the crossbar for soccer.
That's great build-up out of the midfield. Hannah Ramos, so clean on the ball. Her touch is great. Finds Bella Narvaez, quick turn. You can hear Kenna calling for it. Ball, ball, ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
You got good communication is really foundational for a good team, and so they're doing a great job at that.
She's got the sleeves rolled up, and I think that
means business.
A metaphor. She's ready to get to work.
Absolutely.
Kayla Jones here.
It's a great slip.
Oh, what a bullet. Nice save. Oh, beautiful save. Miley Kamel, her first one here. And a little bit of a flourish there on the slide to come up with the ball. And then the punt here at midfield. Trying to mount her some sort of an attack here for the Cougars. They've really been thwarted and stifled by Cienega, who has dominated possession and really dominated the tempo and the attack of this match.
Nearly a corner.
Almost. Everybody's looking like, will that cross that back line? No, not quite. So throw deep in Sahuaro's territory. Jordan Singleton will take it for the Cats.
And Jason, going back to headers and stuff, my dad really emphasizes on headers such as corner kicks. So, like as you saw, when for Ironwood Ridge, when Cienega played Ironwood Ridge in 2020 or 2021, the girls served a ball across, and my sister Mia Torres actually ran onto it and then headed it far post, and they scored a goal off of corner kicks. And so this season is also going to be about winning those headers so we can get those goals off of corner kicks, such as when Cienega enters the playoffs this year, so we can get that goal off of set pieces.
Yes, I think it's a great message. Your sister Mia, is she playing at Yavapai?
Yes, she does.
Is she recovering? I know she had the torn ACL. How's her rehabilitation coming along?
She's trying to recover, but she's going to physical therapy, and I think she'll be good to go next year. I think she'll be recovered, and Yavapai had a pretty successful season. I mean, they beat Pima, and Kenna Kiefer in on goal. She cuts it back.
Oh, there's a handball. Did you see that? Did I miss?
I didn't. I was looking at if there was a foul or not.
Okay, okay, very good. We're looking at different things. So, but again, you see Kenna Kiefer, so scrappy as number 4. Small in stature, diminutive in size, but a huge heart and just absolutely fearless.
Yep.
I mean, she puts herself out there. All these girls do. Kiefer again, just trying to settle quickly and get a shot off. Not what she was looking for.
Great one-touch pass by Adriana Pacheco. Straight out of the air, winning that initial ball. No one on her really, but still has that composure to make that accurate pass to Kenna.
Adriana doing some really solid work out there for the Cats up top. Boy, but Kenna Kiefer has just been an absolute thorn in the side of Sahuaro tonight. When they leave on their bus, they're going to be that number 4 was such a pest.
Yep, she's the type you love to have her on her team, hate to play against her.
Correct.
When Kenna starts running, you know that
good things are going to happen.
Yeah, good things are going to happen, and she's going to score.
She's in the mix.
Absolutely.
Bit of a high kick by Bella Neves.
And we heard a complaint, which is absolutely legitimate. So you want to be careful there. Nothing maliciously done.
Right.
But yeah, when you see that boot getting up around, chest height, then you get concerned.
Try to get anything on that ball. So it does a good job at trying to get there first.
Yes. Brendan, I'm looking across the way at that bench. Hector Camacho not there tonight. That's so rare to not see Hector, the goalkeeper whisperer.
Right, he is.
And the assistant coach for the girls team. So your dad, Tony Torres, the great coach. Alex Davis, a great assistant coach, great player at University of Arizona.
Absolutely.
And Hector, the great goalkeeper whisperer. So just wondering where Hector is. And I wish him a happy new year. Boy, his daughter, Karina Camacho, was an unbelievable soccer player as well.
Yes.
I just missed her here. She was a senior, and then I came on when she had graduated. That was my first year, was 07, 08. I just missed her.
Yeah, she #1 goal scorer, Cienega history, just a prolific goal scorer. I want to say 70, 80 goals, something like that.
Boss. The way that you would just see her with her routines, her little dribbling, juggling. She was just a different level.
She absolutely is. Such a great role model.
Great role model. Carried herself almost like a superhero, I would say.
Yes,
and
so
very
poised, so professional.
So cool.
Love to watch her play. Just someone great that I really looked up to. I mean, obviously, I missed her at Cienega, but after her playing time, U of A, Cal State Long Beach, I believe. And then on to FC Tucson, I was able to play with her this summer. So that was great to have her out there.
So she went U of A to Cal State Long Beach.
I believe so.
And then I think she was coaching a little bit too.
She's coaching some, and she serves for the military. I'm not sure the specifics, but she did play. She did play on the U.S. military in a U.S. military World Cup.
Nice.
Coach Hector was telling me about it.
That's so cool.
A few weeks ago, but yeah, just such a great role model and person to look up to, and really Cienega's
off the post, off the right post.
Such good placement by Bella, yeah.
Just off the right post with a great left foot. Is she left-footed naturally?
I don't think so.
She's very deft with the left.
Yeah. but that's good when you can't tell which foot dominant she is.
Right, and you saw the little flick there with the right. So you have to watch things closely, and a lot of times I miss these little details.
Oh.
Beautiful cross.
It's a great curving ball in by Jordan Singleton.
Kiefer jostled there in the box, and it'll be a throw-in for Sahuaro.
And that's what I'm talking about, like, for the speed for Cienega is, like, they're able to use their speed to get into the box to get on the end of the receiving end of those crosses.
Yep, very encouraging. I think the fans are probably not happy, but maybe slightly relieved that it's not freezing cold. It's chilly,
Yeah.
but it's not blustery windy,
No.
and it's not just torturously cold like it can be out here.
Right. It's a
So for
great
that,
night.
I am thankful.
Yes.
I wonder too, since they've since high school, I think high school and youth soccer certainly have changed a little bit to prevent traumatic brain injuries and concussions and less of a reliance on headers. I would imagine it's much more difficult to learn how to strike the ball properly on a header for these kiddos.
Right.
They
yeah.
don't have
so
quite the experience and the seasoning and the repetitiveness doing that.
Right. So now it's U11 and under are not allowed to head the ball in a game.
Okay.
It's an indirect free kick when they do, but sometimes, I mean, obviously I think the consistent impact of heading in high school level and above is super important in the game, but I don't know, it kind of depends on the match, because sometimes, you know, when kids aren't allowed to go up for a header, but it's an elite level, you know, U9, U10 game for that age group, they're lifting their foot like in a high kick instead of heading it, which is more dangerous than just hitting the ball at their head, because really it's that head-to-head contact rather than head-to-ball contact that gives concussions.
Absolutely.
So, or head-to-ground is also big, more than head-to-ball. So
we've seen it.
It's an interesting rule, but it does make sense for the age groups. But
especially here. And I wonder, too, about playing on turf versus grass, if turf is a little bit harder than natural grass or not.
Yeah, I think so, depending on how new the turf is.
Also, playing in the winter time as opposed to the fall or the spring when it's a little bit warmer.
True.
Sometimes we've played matches, and I've been there in Prescott. I know I mispronounced it, so the locals would like give me like the side eye for saying Prescott.
Right.
But it's Prescott. You know, we were there for a playoff match. I was talking to Steph Magnuson, one of our assistant principals in the 500 house. And I'm like, you going to the soccer match tonight? She's like, no. And I'm like, good for you. She's like, yeah, it's so cold. I'm like, it's not going to be freezing cold. She has a heated vest. This is great. It's heated. And she's like, don't judge. I'm like, I would never judge anybody.
No.
I'm like, I love that.
It's innovative. Love
heated
that.
socks, heated gloves, those little heat packets. I had a heating blanket. Whatever makes you warm.
Right.
And I'm
whatever works.
Notoriously wimpy for being from New Jersey. A little bit of a foul there, a delayed call. That was going to go against Lauren Fields. Or sorry, that was against Sahuaro's Mackenzie Sikowski. So, and the foul was committed against Hannah Ramos. So it'll direct kick here for the Cats. But it's not bad tonight.
No.
I'm thankful that it's just not windy.
Me too. But I am a cold wimp as well. I did steal my mom's jacket at half. So
A nice puffer.
Yes,
Because I just looked at you and I was like, that's a nice puffer jacket. I would have commented earlier, but I was like, I didn't notice it. So that explains why I did not notice it. Offsides against Cienega. So.
And also, thank gosh that we don't have the Veil winds. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we call
The
them.
Veil Gale. The Veil Gale.
The Veil Gale.
Yes. Yes.
When you have that wind blowing in your face and you're just freezing cold.
We've all been there. We've been there on top of this press box. You guys have been out there on the stands. You've been out there on the field as well and on the bench. You know what it's like when it gets cold. You know, people from the Midwest and the North Central and the Northeast and the East Coast, they'd be scoffing at us and like, what, it's 57 degrees? Is that cold? 57?
to us it is, and that's what matters. So.
That's right. And when you go from 120 in the summertime
Right.
to 57, which it is right. Oh, it's 51 right now.
Oh,
So
things are cooling off.
dipping into low 50s.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing, notice here tonight, 2 referees instead of 3, so you can tell they're working a dual system.
Yes.
So no center, you know, it's stressful as a referee, and I would say it's stressful as a player too, because you don't really trust the I mean, there is already a lack of trust in referees as it is, but when there's 2 instead of 3, you know, fewer eyes on the play. And so you can see the AR on closest to us,
Yes.
on the south side of the field, he's in position for this corner kick. He needs to keep an eye on where the ball is and where the players are. So he's really only focused on what's happening on the goal line.
Oh, great
And doing that job of the.
There's a blast.
Oh!
And a goal.
Hannah Ramos.
Hannah Ramos with a strike from about 25 yards and a bullet.
That was a beauty. Side netting.
She also
Was that
hit
a
on
one
the
touch?
volley.
That was a volley, yeah.
Yeah, she hit on the volley.
Great hit. But yeah.
Assist? Do we have an assist on that one?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's fine. All right, I'm trying to do my math here. The scoreboard clock and all that. So
Right.
40 plus 31? 71. Minute 71?
Yes.
Okay, very. No.
61.
60, thank
61.
you. 61. Thank you. My
Yes.
bad math is showing up here yet again. Boy, great strike there by Ramos.
Chance for another, nearly.
Kaylin White trying to take a strike as well. 14, great speed out there for the senior, Kaylin White. And it's been pretty clean. Like, there have not been I've seen matches, girls and boys, where it's just so violent.
Yeah.
And you see so many collisions and so many jousts, so many physical jousts.
Yeah.
It's been played very cleanly here.
No
you know?
malicious intent. You know, you can tell these
No.
girls are here to play. You know,
Yes.
they're both quality sides, and they're here to play soccer and not really rely on body and fouls,
Yes.
which is great to see.
Yes, always.
And it's also good for the refs, especially when they're in this dual system. You know, when
right.
they can count on the girls just trying to play soccer instead
Yes.
of hurt each other, which is great. So.
Yeah, that's a good insight. And I don't know if Nick Irvin kind of noticed that as well. I talked to the officials pre-match. So Paul Walker is the assistant ref who's near side to us, lower right of your screen. Ted Williams, not Teddy Ballgame, the splitted splinter, the great Red Sox, but Ted Williams across the way is the other official. So there's no center ref, and I did mention that. And he's like, yeah, we're doing a two-man crew tonight. And I was like, oh, you guys will be fine. Have a good match. Good luck. You know, safe travel. Stay warm.
Yeah.
They probably like running around a little bit.
Obviously, these guys are super experienced, been around for so long, but I think the dual system's a bit stressful.
There's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah,
and
a lot of ground to cover.
You miss a lot, especially in the center of the field.
All about your positioning. So you can see, Walker, Mr. Walker, you
Yes.
said, in the far right. So he's keeping with that second to last defender,
Yes.
taking up the job of an assistant referee.
That's right.
Nearly a counterattack for Sahuaro, but got it sorted out.
Their
And you can-
opportunities are few and far between tonight,
They are.
unfortunately.
And you can tell Cienega is just really calm in their back line. The poise to drop it back there like Deja did.
Yes.
And just working out of the back, finding their six, turning, opening up, you know. And Sahuaro's not giving a super intense press, so Cienega's able to work with the ball and take their time and really be patient, which is great for build-up.
Yep, just connecting the dots, one touch to the next.
Yep.
Good job there to win that ball back by Hannah Ramos. A great goal just moments ago.
That would be a handball, but okay.
Yeah, right. And you wonder what.
Sounds like that. I mean, when the play is facing this way, the referee, it's
right.
it's
you're obstructed. Your view
his
is
back.
obstructed.
It's the girl's back to his
by the player's
his forward,
back.
so
That's right.
It really is all about the view and positioning.
Shania Walters, number 16, a great sophomore for the Cats. Really talented player, can make those runs up and down the field as a defender, just like Jordan Singleton does.
Yep.
Sorry about that, Jason. I was gonna ask Haley, weren't you? Haley, you're a ref too, and you understand like the pressures of trying to manage the game as a referee.
Yes, I do referee, and it's great as a player to see both sides of the game. As a referee, you know, obviously you're biased when you're playing the game. You know, why isn't it our call? Why isn't it our call? Things of that nature. But reffing really allows you to see both sides and need to be biased. Also good at thickening skin, you know. So that's always positive.
Yeah, I think it's good for developing some skills that are certainly useful in all facets of life. You know, you're the center official or the referee out there is never a popular figure.
Never.
You make a call that goes against one side, and people are going to be outraged about it.
Yeah.
And we've seen officials being whisked away to safety,
Yes.
escorted off campus
Yeah.
in different sports. So, you know, just want to put that out there as well. This game is sanctioned by the AIA, the Arizona Interscholastic Association, Victory with Honor, trying to exemplify sportsmanship. The girls compete, the boys compete. you congratulate each other for great effort at the end of the match, and then you walk off with no hard feelings. Like that should be a standard for all levels of soccer as well as all the sports here in high school in Arizona.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. Obviously, everyone puts their heart, soul into it, but people's lives shouldn't be in danger afterwards.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Boy, I felt so bad for the English national team in the Euro Cup. Oh, that looks so promising there. Kenneth Kiefer again, that work rate just nonstop.
Through 4 defenders, I think.
Yeah, right, through 4.
Just a few feet lower would have been upper 90.
Yes.
Very close.
But did you watch that? Was it the European Cup this summer?
I did watch some of the Euros, but
the Brits had they lost a PK shootout. I'm trying to remember who they lost to.
yes, I know exactly
It
what
was
you're
so
talking
nasty.
about.
Like
the
those
death
players that were
threats
subbed
to those
in.
players. Oh yeah. Oh, that was terrible.
It breaks your heart to hear things like that.
I know.
It's still happening.
Especially in Europe, how much they love soccer, not soccer, football.
Yes.
Football.
Yeah.
It's
Football.
life.
Yeah,
Football is life.
it
there.
is. I agree.
And that passion's a beautiful thing, you know, the love they have for that game. But
Passion.
the
Positivity.
the flip side of the coin, you know, it can get really
can get
intense,
ugly
really
too.
gnarly. Yeah.
Yep, it can. Yeah, different level of intensity. You know, South America, Central America, Latin America, Europe.
Yeah.
You have hooligans.
Everywhere but here.
You have brawls. You have fights. Like people are showing up to just scrap.
Right.
And it can get really nasty. And then you've got the fans or the purists who just enjoy the beautiful game and how lovely it can be. How artistic and poetic it can be at the highest levels.
Have you watched Ted Lasso?
I have not. So my best friend, Darby Chellis, who's in Baltimore, she is a huge fan of that show.
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay, so you've seen it.
I have, yeah.
Is
finished the last episode.
Is it
last
all
night.
that it's cracked up to be?
I
It's
really
got so many
enjoyed
accolades.
Yeah, it's such a feel-good show, and you know, there's lots of. It's a fake Premier League team, and it follows the coach and how he just turns around the culture and the players. It's just a fun watch if you have any time. I know you guys started back up, so you're probably very busy, but
I'm pretty. I'm still trying to finish that Beatles documentary on Disney Plus. I'm on episode 3. I just watched The Matrix Resurrected, which was interesting.
Okay.
And there's a great film on Netflix, very violent. The Harder They Fall. It's a western. It's a black western with like all African American actors and director and cast, and it's really interesting. Gives a different view of the Old West.
Okay.
It's a modern, highly acclaimed film. So James Samuel is the director. He's also a musician, a Brit, and Regina King, Idris Elba, Jonathan Major. I'm trying to think of other actors in that cast. Delroy Lindo, all great actors.
Yeah.
And it's super violent, but it is really interesting and put together. Just great visual storytelling.
Love that.
But I will check out Ted Lasso.
Okay, yeah, please.
On your recommendation, Haley
yes.
Harris.
Apple TV.
Apple TV, we'll check it out.
Yes.
Another good documentary you guys should watch is Next Goal Wins. It's about American Samoa and like how just their soccer team is like really like underdeveloped, and so they ended up being like the worst team in the world to like becoming a team to almost qualify for the World Cup. It's called Next Goal Wins.
Next Goal Wins. It's a documentary.
Look into
And then Coach Hargraves, our football coach, who was so great in year 1, 8-4 on the season, including a big win at Verado, and then losing to the eventual state champion, the Horizon Huskies. Boy, what a great year that he had as a coach. Again, kind of maintaining and instilling the culture, the values, developing young student athletes as leaders, as young men and women. He was down in the press box. He's running the clock tonight. So I want to thank Coach Justin Hargraves for running the clock here, our athletic director, Chris DeRozier. But Coach Hargraves recommended the John Madden documentary. So John Madden, legendary football coach, commentator for many, many years on CBS and NBC. Just a Hall of Fame person, I would say, who recently passed. So he said that documentary moved him. So I'm looking very much forward to watching that. Madden was one of the guys as a kid. I watched a lot of football on TV, and I learned a lot from him. You know, he's a very colorful personality, but a great coach. And you guys know him as like the video game name, like
Right,
Madden 25 or Madden 22, whatever version of Madden that they're on. So it's good stuff. But we're excited. So be sure to stay tuned post-match. We've got about 10 minutes left here on the clock. The Cats up 4-0. Jason Miller along with Haley Harris and Brendan Torres. Brendan and Haley will be interviewing student athletes and coach after the match. Ooh, so stay tuned for that. And you see Brindley Lorenko there, number 20, the senior, so strong defensively. And again, she just carries herself with such confidence, right? So that whole back line for the Bobcats, I would say, is very stalwart defensively. And was Deja White subbed out? I think she was.
Yep, a few substitutions.
All right, so we should hit these subs here. I would be remiss if I didn't mention everybody who's come on to the pitch. So number 6 is Ashley Aros. I love the Aros family. I'm just going to say that. So,
Yes.
so you've got Mark Aros, the coach for the boys team. Aaron Aros. I met Jake Aros earlier. Josh Aros, who's 19. He plays at Scottsdale Community College.
Community College, yep.
And then we've got Ashley Aros, the junior, out there, number 6. We also
Holding mid, yep.
Okay, so the holding midfielder. So I'm just trying to hit all these names out there. Brindley Lorenko at the right back. Center back there is number 3, Bethany Huddleston. So Huddleston, a junior. Good to see her out there.
And number 17, Kari Balderrama, also center back.
Perfect. Anybody else that's out there who I have not kind of mentioned or referenced?
In the midfield, Amber Allah. I'm not sure on the number there.
So
with the sister.
So Amber Allah is number 12. Her sister Elise Allah is number 8. Amber's a senior, Elise a sophomore.
That's fun. They get to play with each other.
I would imagine it's fun and special.
Yeah.
As sisters to play together.
12 and 8, attacking mids.
Both attacking midfielders.
Mm-hmm.
Shania Walters has moved forward here into an offensive position on a wing. Number 11 is Alana Alana Gooden, number 9. Sorry, number 11, the freshman. Alana Gooden. And Kenna Kiefer's still out there. still giving it.
Yep.
Like she's just giving her max effort.
As she does.
A good idea there by Brindley. A little bit too strong, but a great thought.
Slip. Yep. Dangerous ball.
Trying to connect with Shania Walters. So fast, so speedy, so powerful. A great blend of that mix that you want to see. But the Cats really, there's a lot of talent out there, Haley.
Absolutely there is. They're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. They seem to be really connected as a group, a very cohesive unit, just like your squads were when you were here at Cienega. As a great goal-scoring midfielder and a distributing midfielder, dishing out goals and assists. Aplenty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, they're super fun to watch. Coach Torres gave me the chance to go out to a practice with them, over winter break, and it's just fun to see that competitive spirit, and, they all just bring that energy. Started off with some hard fitness, but, they're all rooting each other on, championing each other. That's one of the phrases he's used a lot that he's mentioned, championing for each other.
That's right.
And, really just working through the hardships because team sport.
And Kenna Kiefer finally gets her break, and her evening is done. So got a great congratulations there by Coach Tony Torres, the high five.
She's put in a great shift.
He's changed his dress for the year. You probably noticed it. It's the shirt and tie.
Wow, yep.
With maybe a sweater vest or some sort of a V-neck sweater. That's his.
A little formal, yeah.
That a little bit formal.
Yep.
Manager for the Premier League, kind of like that kind of wardrobe.
Oh, a nice little behind the leg pass there.
And not superstitious at all.
Not.
Just kidding.
Not at all.
Every bag has to be lined up perfectly in order numerically.
Of course.
The playlist must be played correctly, song by song by song, at the right moment.
Yes.
So I just love how meticulous that he is.
So organized.
Every detail.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, is your mother, Sumusa Torres, is she as meticulous as your dad?
I would kind of say so. I feel like she's really structured.
Uh-oh, dangerous. Great defense.
Great recovery there
Kari
by Kari.
Balderrama to come back there and clean up a little bit of a mess.
Maybe the only good chance Sahuaro's had throughout the night.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's a great job on them by using that counterattack and
Yes.
pulling Holly out of the box. But great job again by Kari to recover there.
I don't think Holly really saw that coming. I don't think she
was in no man's land, right? Which is not a
Sahuaro
comfortable place to
player-
be.
Yeah, that Sahuaro player was just kept putting pressure on her again and again and again. Like, she had no idea that she was actually going to go for that ball. But going back to my mom,
Yes.
I think she is kind of meticulous about specific things. Like, I feel like, but however, like, this is what I learned from her, is that if something works for you, then use it.
Yes.
So she is meticulous to make things work. Like, and as we've seen, like, for both my parents, is like the success of like them being meticulous. I mean, they have a state championship for their club team, and they managed to get their teams to the playoffs too. And for cat foot, my mom was able to my senior year was able to get cat foot to the finals. And so I feel like that them being meticulous and being like how they do a certain way really like helps them develop those teams too.
Yeah, it's those little habits, those little small things like lining your bag up and everyone having, excuse me, the same shirt on. It just builds those small habits that you carry to the field. Checking your shoulder before you receive the ball, opening up the right way with the right foot. Shot very wide by Sahuaro. But as I was saying, those little things turned into small things. Those habits really build character too that people take throughout their day,
Absolutely.
because it's more than just what happens on the field.
Brendan, the cat foot team that lost in the finals, did they lose to South Point?
They lost to Flagstaff and penalty kicks.
Ah,
And
that was that 2 years ago?
yeah, it was my senior year. It was unfortunate, but my mom was like, whatever team she's given, she's able to build on, and especially with my dad, he's able to build on teams, and so is my mom. And we have a breakaway in the box right now.
Nice little pass, Shania Walters to Amber Allah.
Good run by Amber into that corner. Good vision by Shania to see
Shania
her.
to challenge again, keep
Yeah.
it in that deep territory. And then a chance for somebody to run onto it. Who wants it?
Uh-oh. Sahuaro could have a breakaway if they get it right. Oh,
There it
they
is.
do.
Good call, Brendan.
Oh, Isabella Hawley with
Great
a
save.
Oh, unbelievable.
What a save.
What a save by Isabella Hawley.
Mackenzie Sikowski on a breakaway, and
That was a
Bella
great-
Holly
yeah.
flying off her line to challenge that. The
Great-
only way
great
that you
timed
could
run.
slow down or stop it or neutralize it. What a great chance that was. And a corner kick here for the Cougars in minute number 77 of action.
And going back to Cienega, I totally think that this year they could capture another Region 1 champion. And I think that this is going to be the third year where the Cats get another Region 1 champ. Oh, corner kick. Ooh.
Just off the head of Shatowski again. She's
Sikowski
powerhouse
with the
up there.
head twice there, so she's been very active here in the second half. Now remember, she was in goal in the first half. So again, one of the top weapons here for the Cougars, and she certainly brings a different dynamic, a different element of speed and power, the blend you want to see, and depth with the footwork. And you can see her just uncorking those powerful shots there, and then taking a nice touch there with the head. Very close, but just across the crossbar. So their best two chances here just came in that last minute. Now we're in minute number 78. So for the Cats, 19 is Lizzie John. She's a junior. And Lizzie will take the throw in. Nice centering there. Miley Kamel looking to punt this one out for Sahuaro. The Cougars here, maybe a chance or two left to try to get a tally on the board. Try to build some momentum for their next match on Thursday. I want to wish them the best of luck. Great coach, Dave Krasuski, and his side. Nice little pass there by Brindley Lorenko. And there's a left-footed shot deflected off of a Cougar defender. And now we're in minute number 79 of action. And don't forget, we have post-game interviews that we're looking forward to here with great anticipation. Haley Harris will go down and interview players, and Brendan Torres will go down and interview coach, his dad. So that'll be a thrill. I'm sure the whole Torres family will love that. I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe one last chance for the Cats here.
That might
pull
do
off
it.
one more corner.
I mean, you know, you could try to hustle. Look at Brindley. She's trying to
on
get that corner
yeah,
here.
She wants one more.
She wants one
10
quick
seconds.
corner kick. Tick-tock, 10 seconds. Look at her. She wants to get that
her.
corner
Yep.
off.
Yep.
6, 5, 4,
Go.
3,
Go, Brindley.
2,
Go.
and she just gets it off. She had to
Great
get that
attempt.
service
Great
across.
attempt.
It was a great service. It went to
It
the back
was.
post.
It was a great service.
You had a player there lurking a little bit too far on the inside, but boy, great to see that competitiveness by Brindley Lorenko, the great senior, number 20, to hustle to get that ball, to retrieve it herself. She's like, I'm taking this corner kick. And that's how you play a full 80 minutes of football or soccer here.
Play till final whistle.
Well done. Boy, what a great result. So very quickly, the scoring summary. In minute 4, it was Kayla Jones, the freshman from Cienega, on a beautiful assist by Bella Nevaez. In minute 25, Lauren Fields struck. 34, it was Kenna Kiefer with her goal. And in the 61st minute, Hannah Ramos. So it's up to you, like how many players that you want to interview and talk to. You know, you can pick anybody that you want to.
Okay.
I'd say 2 or 3 would be a good number. Brendan's going to be interviewing his dad, which is great. We're looking forward to that. So we're going to send you guys down with a crew and give you a little bit of guidance and support. Great to see all those soccer boys here exiting out here. So the boys soccer team coming out to cheer on the girls. A great sign of sportsmanship and support to cheer on their mates here. The boys, again, they had their match postponed against Sahuaro. Want to wish Sahuaro's boys coach a speedy and full recovery from COVID-19 and hope that doesn't spread among the boys team. So that match will be rescheduled. Our boys will be here on Thursday taking on Mountain View. The girls will travel to Mountain View on Thursday, and Bobcat TV will travel across campus to the gymnasium covering the boys basketball match against South Point Catholic. So any last thoughts from you about the game and the way the match was played here before we whisk you guys down to the fields?
I think Cienega played great tonight. You know, they came in knowing that Sahuaro had beaten a competitor they had lost to, Walden Grove, and so I think, you know, that fighting spirit from the start and early goal really just propelled them to this solid 4-0 victory.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you my clipboard, so you've got the roster here from Cienega as well as the players who scored the goals. So I've got the roster here and then the goal scorers right there. But that is great work. And we'll make sure that we've got some of our Bobcat TV crew down there to assist you guys. But Brandon Torres, great job tonight. It's always a pleasure seeing you, sir.
And
Haley Harris, wonderful job. Always a pleasure seeing you as well. You guys are terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, have fun interviewing. This is great. Well done. Good stuff. We'll just hang it. We can just hang these guys like this. That's fine. Good stuff. Hey, stay tuned, right? Just stick around here. It might be a minute or two, but Haley Harris heading down to the field, Brendan Torres heading down to the field for post-game interviews. And so just be patient. We'll keep that camera trained down on the field. And as soon as we get those student athletes and coach, then we'll go right to those interviews down the field. There's Josh Flanagan. Boy, he's hamming it up down there, too. He's a great interview and a great player for the boys. So good to see there. A little hamming. All right, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stick around for those post-game interviews right here on Bobcat TV.
Hi, Haley Harris. I'm here with Kenna Kiefer, one of the 4 goal scorers tonight. Can you run me through your goal?
Well, I got the ball, and then I really wanted to score, so I dribbled, and I usually get yelled at that. But I got into the 18 and took a shot, and it went into the right bottom corner.
Love that. And how did you guys think you guys played tonight, coming off of the Phoenix tournament?
The Phoenix tournament had a lot of hard teams, and so our level of play was increased a lot, but we didn't score as many goals as we wanted to. But I think it was still pretty good.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to coming up next in these next few games?
Smashing some teams.
Love it. Thanks, Kenna.
Yep.
Low served it in. It was deflected, and I was out of the box, and I just got a hit off of it.
And you're very good technically. You're very good. So how do you feel like that contributes to the team's success?
We just like to connect together, so I just want to stop the game if I can with my ability and just pass and dribble if I can, you know. And yes.
You're doing a great job. Thanks. Thank you for watching this next game.
Coach Torres, what was your thoughts coming into the game against Sahuaro?
Well, obviously, Sahuaro has a good history of being a good team. I know Coach Krzyzewski, and I've always respected what he does. And it was going to be a big game for us because prior to the break, we lost to Walden Grove, and Walden Grove was beaten by Sahuaro. So I think mentally everyone's like, well, we should lose to Sahuaro because Walden Grove lost to Sahuaro. So there's that mental game aspect of it. So the girls got hyped for that. And I think they're just really trying to continue to establish themselves as a program here in Tucson.
Coming off the wins against South Point and Ironwood Ridge, it seemed like you guys are having a good season. What is the game plan coming in against Mountain View?
I think that for every game, we just go in and just do our systems. We play what we play, and then we just continue what we do and not change anything. We just do what we do at Cienega.
Absolutely. And any goals for this season, like team-wise, individual-wise, or collectively-wise?
That's a good question. I think the goal is not just about what we do here at Cienega as far as soccer. It's like building our players, character-wise, and preparing them for like playing soccer after high school. A lot of those girls want to play collegiately, so I don't really just prepare only for winning games and going to state. Like that will be an outcome, a result of us just being better players for the next level.
Absolutely. And thank you, Coach Torres, and also congrats on the win tonight. You guys had a phenomenal performance against a tough Sahuaro team, and I wish you the best of luck for this season.
Thank you, Brendan Torres.
Jason?
Okay, so I'll just pop on here real quick, a little cameo. So be sure, great job, Brendan. Thank you so much. Congrats, Tony. Thursday night, boys basketball, 7 o'clock on Bobcat TV. The Cats are taking on South Point Catholic. The Lancers of South Point, a big matchup. So go to the gym and watch the match on Thursday live. Students out there, get out there, give our boys some support. And if you can't make it, then of course watch the match on Bobcat TV. For the whole crew, for Nick Irvin and Hunter Alexander and Reagan Scott and Haley Harris and Brendan Torres and Preston Slanina and Ryan Marsh. Is that the whole crew? And Nick Irvin and Nick Powell. I'm Jason Miller. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Bobcat TV. Good night, everybody.